Hello, everybody. My name is Jerome, and her name is Sharon. We are tonight here. Hello, Sharon.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Jerome. How are you?
Fine. We were supposing to receive Mr. Drew Beeson tonight for uh, talking about different aspects of the Zodiac case and to talking about his
All of this,
books.
you mean?
Yeah, and his other
Yep.
books.
And his
But
second, his other editions. Yep, his other editions. The the other ones, Jerome.
yeah, you can explain what it is. But first,
Yeah. You sure?
I will show the. Oh, sorry, it's not this one. It's this one. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we was supposing to talk again about this book and talking about. Sorry, this one available on
Mhm.
Amazon.com, UK, France, whatever. It's available. This is the free book I have because there is four book, but the first one is not available in paper. So I just free book for now. But so three different subjects, really interesting, and we really hope Drew is fine and nothing
Yeah.
happened to him because it was uh, supposed to be here with
Yeah.
us tonight, but we really hope he is well. Uh, oh, hello. Thank you. Thank
It's
you. Yeah,
Cheryl. It's
yeah.
Cheryl. Hi,
Hello.
Cheryl.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, it's true. I am 42.
Mm-hmm.
How? And today it was also the birthday of Richard Ericosi, Richard McAdams,
Yeah.
and sadly is not longer with us, but in the same time is again with us. Neil, hello. Thank you very
I was
much.
better as well.
Hello, Becca. Hello, everybody. Thank you to join us. Thank you very much. So, like I was saying, we was supposed to receive Mr. Drew Bison, but
Mhm.
is not there. And we hope is fine. And
Maybe time
so,
difference. Maybe time differences with mix up.
yeah. It's maybe a
Time
mix up.
differences are hard to try and you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, absolutely. And me too. I have difficulty to try to and but it doesn't matter. I will reschedule. Diane, hello,
Everybody's
Diane.
saying happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so yeah, we will do a wee chat with Sharon
mhm.
tonight. We will not be so longer. We will talk about Mrs. Sharon Sunshine. I will make made an improvisation, yeah, to interview her. So, but with my style, okay. So, Mrs. Sunshine, are you ready?
Am I allowed to say no? Can I just go home? Oh, I'm home. I'm ready. I know you
So,
would. You wouldn't ask me anything bad. You
oh no,
look
it's
after me. You.
you know me, but
I know.
it's no me anymore. No, I'm Laka.
Oh
Yes,
God.
I'm Laka. Laka, I come from Caspiar.
Oh, you know,
It's a
don't you start with your accents because you'll
it
just you'll get no
it's
answers out of me. You'll just get laughter,
it,
and you'll not get any answers.
yeah, but I need to explain myself. So, um, so I come
Can
from
everybody see
Caspiar.
me? Can
It's
everybody see me?
it's a little island in the Caspian Sea, but it sunk. So I'm
Oh,
homeless now. So no,
What are you drinking?
it was just an
What are you
imitation.
drinking? What are you not drinking enough of?
I drink a Dr. Pepper. My
Ah,
doctor told me drink
what,
a Dr. Pepper, so
what's the worst that could happen?
for Richard, toast,
For Richard.
prost.
Yeah. I should have had the
No,
Dr. Pepper here as well. I
yeah,
should
but
have had one.
oh, don't worry,
I've
don't
got
worry.
2 bottles of it beside me, but just not, you know.
Ah, Becca drink Dr. Pepper too. Yeah,
Oh,
I understand. It's really good.
the drink of champions.
Toast.
Stephanie drinks that as well.
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah, yeah,
Pepper,
yeah.
yeah. The
It's
drink of
good.
champions.
I have already tried to recreate the taste, and if you take just a cola and you
Mm,
put maple syrup,
yep. I said
in
it.
the
Said it.
syrup
Yep.
of
Yep.
maple in the cola. You mix the cola with the and mm, with the little bit of ice to
Mm-hmm.
have the you have almost the same taste
Uh,
than the Dr. Pepper. Yeah?
I don't think it would pass the Ericozy
No,
fussy
no,
test.
because
The Ericozy fussy test.
no, it's true.
Like
No, no, no,
salt
it
in
was
it,
true.
oh, it's the wrong colour because the maple
Yeah,
syrup's made it darker, or you would have something to say. You would have something to say,
I know. I
or
imagine
the
his
ice is
reaction.
watering it down, and it's not right, and there's an aftertaste, and he doesn't like Coke because Coke, is like,
Yeah, I know. Ah, yeah, I know he was preferring Pepsi
mm-hmm. Oh,
than cola. Oh, Becca sent me
um,
a picture of the Dr. Pepper she's drinking now
yeah. Oh,
with us in the background.
oh,
Oh, we're alive! Oh my god!
really,
Ready? So
really?
my first question, Sharon.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name, is Sharon.
Ah,
Sharon Sunshine.
where are you from?
Glasgow, in Scotland.
You were born in Glasgow, in
In
Scotland.
Glasgow, yeah, born in Glasgow. All my life lived in Glasgow.
A
Mhm.
real Luigi,
I'm real Luigi, through and through.
but I prefer to say a lovely wee bum pop.
Yeah, my favourite nickname, lovely wee bampot. It is. It's my favourite nickname.
And so you grew up in. Oh, hello.
Actually,
So you grew up in Scotland.
mhm.
You talk me about your childhood a little bit.
So that makes me laugh because that's like a psychiatrist. Tell me about your childhood. The pen,
Yeah, yeah, no.
the pen. They're like, tell me about your childhood.
Yeah, talk me about your childhood. I see the problem. You see, no, but
Well,
in the
I
global means.
grew up. Um, I was born in 1975, so I'm quite old.
Yeah,
And
because so I will stop you now.
right,
Stop
oh,
you
oh,
now.
yeah,
I will stop you now. Oh, thank you
Danny,
very much, Danny. My
yeah,
wee Danny mention.
yeah. Everybody, go over and subscribe to that channel
Yeah,
right now,
absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely. Go and subscribe to Look Injustice right
Yeah,
now. And to
right now.
Dan
It is a
and
law.
to Becca and everyone. I mean, subscribe to everyone channel,
Yeah,
e-
absolutely.
even mine if you want. I don't recommend you, but because there is this strange guy, so we say a lot
Yeah,
of BS. But
yeah. He sings songs. He sings
oh
songs.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
about
Eh,
certain people.
oh yeah. I ate him. So
Anyway, yeah, so I was born
anyway,
in 1975
yeah,
at the heyday of ABBA. So
yeah.
the music was good in 1975. But I grew up and my parents were nurses. Both of them were nurses. So I grew up in the
A
grounds
beautiful
of
job.
the hospital. There was like there was houses that the staff that worked in the hospital lived in, like nice wee cottages. So I grew up in like that community where everybody that I was friends with, parents were
Yeah, yeah.
nurses, and the patients that were in the hospital
And
would
it
all
creates
knit
relation with
jumpers and
people and
yep, yep. And it was very safe outside. It was very safe playing because it was in the grounds of a hospital that had a big wall around it and it had gates, so it was all very safe. So as much as it was Glasgow, there was something kind of like in the countryside about it for the first maybe 13 years of my life. That's where we stayed, you know, and then
wow.
we moved away from the hospital.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
And
It was good
yeah,
there.
yeah, 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 yeah. And for people who don't know at all Glasgow, can you explain a little bit how it was to growing growing up in Glasgow?
Well, I love Glasgow. I'm biased about Glasgow. I mean I love Scotland. I like there's not
Me too.
anywhere really in Scotland that I don't like, but obviously my hometown, my home city, I should say. Um, it's Glasgow's amazing because you've got the best of everything. You've got the city, the shops, the culture. You get
Yeah, the culture.
all the
Yeah,
culture. You've got all the museums and all that sort of thing. And in Glasgow, they're all free to go into. So anyone
it's
can go
nice.
into museums and you're not restricted by money, you
Yeah,
know. So
excellent.
anyone can be educated, for culture. Um, but you can travel 10 minutes and you're in the middle of nowhere out of Glasgow. And you
Yeah.
can be beside waterfalls, even actually in Glasgow, it's known as the Deer Green Place was one of the translations for Glasgow,
Mm.
Deer Green Place, because
The
there's so many
green place.
parks. Yep,
Yeah,
Deer Green Place. Yep,
yeah. Because the
so many
park.
parks,
Yeah, yeah,
so many parks in Glasgow. You even in the city, it's like there's parks everywhere, everywhere.
yeah.
Um,
And the advantage, and you are not far from anything.
mhm,
Really, you are not
Yep.
far from anything.
No, you're not. You're
Everything
not.
is really, really close.
Yep.
If you want to move in
Yep.
Scotland and you live in Glasgow, it's
Yeah.
really a good point to start
Yep.
and travel because you are really in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
I never had the chance yet to visit Glasgow, but it will
Yes.
come. It will come.
Yes. I know. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you someone that really enjoys the parks in Glasgow, and that is Kenny. He
Yeah.
is often frequenting the parks. He spends a lot of time in the park. He really does. Um, I'm
Can you
sure.
explain who is Kenny? Because
Oh, Kenny is
people
one
don't
of
know.
my friends, and he is also part of my team. I'd say my team is part of the team because
Which
it's
team?
our team. That's what I
Explain
was
me
going to
which
say.
team.
The team for the group that I run, I suppose, for Luke Mitchell um,
Absolutely.
and Jodie Jones for Justice. So
Can you quickly introduce the story of Jodie Jones and Luke Mitchell
yeah,
for people who don't know
yeah, sure,
anything
sure,
about the case?
sure.
Go ahead.
In 2003, Jodie Jones and Luke Mitchell were 14-year-old and they were boyfriend girlfriend. Jodie was supposed to be going to meet Luke and she didn't turn up. And kids back then, you didn't have the phones the way you do now. Nothing, the things weren't the way they are, now. He just got the text saying, I'm leaving, but kind of assumed that she'd maybe met with her friends because when you're 14, you
Yeah.
kind of maybe get distracted and something else comes along.
Yeah, you're a child.
So,
You're a
yeah,
child.
yeah. So it wasn't until much later after her curfew that her mother texted Luke to say, right, Jodie's grounded. She's to get up the road. So he contacted her to say no, she never showed up. She didn't arrive. I don't know what happened. So basically, he decided he was going to go out and have a look to see if he could find her, and he met Jodie's sister, Jodie's sister's boyfriend, and Jodie's gran on route to while they were
Mhm.
going to have a search.
Yeah.
And then Luke had his big dog with him, Mia. Now she was trained as a tracker dog,
Yeah.
so she knew what she was doing, but he didn't have her in tracker mode all the time because, like with any of
No.
these things, if you've got a dog that does training, you have to give them the command so that they know
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
doing. You see?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So at one point in the journey, Luke decided he was going to put Mia into tracker mode. So the next thing, she's scrambling at the wall, and so he's thinking, okay, right, what's going on here? So he goes and has a look to see, because he'd said to Mia, go and find Jodie, because he knew, what to say.
Yeah.
So tragically, Luke stumbled upon Jodie's murdered body, you know,
Yeah.
and it was a sight like no one should see, let alone a 14-year-old boy. No one should see that. No
No.
one
No.
should
No.
have to go through that. No one at all.
I
So,
know. Even in Belgium, if I can just
mhm, yeah,
stop you
yeah,
just
sure.
1 minute here. Even in Belgium, I remember when it happens, I was really
Yeah.
shocked
Mhm.
because I was thinking, yeah, no, no, no way.
Yeah.
Then these kids of 14-year-olds,
No.
then wearing the same,
Yeah,
uh,
Nirvana and all
yeah,
the
yeah,
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 the
yeah,
same
yeah,
thing. I'm
yeah.
and
I
yeah,
know.
and what the media say, yeah, because it was
Devil.
listen music and yeah, Marilyn Manson, yeah, and
Yeah.
me too, but I never
Mhm.
murder anyone.
No.
And but the problem in Belgium at then when you have received the information, we've received the
Yeah.
information, and after it was done, we don't
Yeah.
have continued to follow the
Yep.
case, but
Yep.
Luke was arrested for
Well,
that.
that's what I was going to say. The basically the minute the police got there, they just decided it was him right away.
Yeah,
And even though there was 4 people there in the search party, they separated him, took his phone, kept him separate. The rest of the search party, their clothes weren't taken. Nothing was done with them. They were just allowed to go mingle with
yeah,
everyone else.
yeah.
They expected the youngest member of the search party to go and show the police where Jodie was, and he refused because he was like, "No way am I
Yeah.
going back over to see that. No, no
No,
way,
no,
no effing way." I
no.
don't think I would be going over there anyway
Yeah,
either.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
I understand. I
and I'm an
understand.
adult. Do you know what I mean? He was a
Yeah, 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 yeah.
14-year-old, so they took him to the police station. They forensically checked him all. A doctor checked him. There was no marks on him or anything.
No
Nothing.
injury, no
Nothing.
nothing.
No
Yeah.
injuries or anything. No.
No, no.
But Jodie fought for her life in a big, big way.
Yeah.
Really did. So there was no blood on him. Nothing. Nothing.
No, no,
And they were
absolutely
able
not.
to do all that, taking him away, and interviewing him, without anyone being present as well.
Yeah,
And a lot of people would not be too happy with our 14-year-olds. A lot of people wouldn't be happy with our 16-year-olds getting taken away by the police and being examined and stripped, and DNA and all the rest of it getting taken,
yeah,
um, without anybody being there. Most people would be,
yeah,
most
yeah.
parents would be pretty
Yeah, it's incredible
pissed off.
because
Yep.
it's almost the same story that happened to Stephen and
Yes.
Brandon in the
Yes.
same time.
Uh huh.
Stephen for
Yeah.
the first case,
Yep.
and Brandon in the second
Absolutely.
time.
Yep.
And for
A
people
wee
we
mix of both.
are, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a wee mix of
absolutely,
both. So
yeah.
he never admitted to it because
No,
there was no evidence. There was no DNA to put him to the crime, and
no,
there was no DNA of Jodie's in Luke's house. You see, so
yeah,
the fact that she was, Professor Anthony Prosciutto, the pathologist that examined Jodie, said she would have lost at least 5 litres of blood.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of blood,
Oh
because it
yeah,
was a
this is all
very
the blood of the
bloody,
body. Yeah, yeah,
bloody
yeah.
scene. You see, so for nothing to be on him,
No, it's impossible.
it's
No
like
way.
that idiot savant thing with Kathleen Zellner. The
Yeah, yeah,
idiot
yeah.
savant. So um, it's like he was obviously clever enough to, you know, hide all DNA. You
Yeah,
know,
but
plus walk home in broad daylight because it was daylight.
yeah, it was daylight. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And for that,
So
I highly recommend you to read the book of Dr. Sandra
yes.
Lin,
Yeah.
Innocent
Innocence.
Betrayed. Yeah,
Innocence Betrayed. Yep. Innocence Betrayed by Dr. Sandra Lean.
yeah,
Um, and also, if anybody's, I'm sorry to say it, but if anybody's interested, come over to the Jodie Jones and Luke Mitchell, Who Got Justice,
absolutely.
the
And
official
that's
group.
why I was asking you to explain a little bit
Yeah, yeah,
the case of Luke to
yeah.
talk now about your
Hmm.
team. So you
Yep.
have a team, a great
Yes,
team, a
the bad
beautiful
TV. Yeah.
team that I really, really love. Yeah,
Oh, I
they
know.
are, they are,
I do
they are
too.
all really absolutely amazing, and they are so brave. They are so brave,
They are.
really. They are so
They
brave,
are. Yep.
and they do the right thing. They go
Hmm.
for
Yep.
justice, and
Yep.
it's excellent. So please, can you
Yeah.
introduce
Well,
your
there's
team?
so many. Well,
Yeah, I
the
know, but
there's so many of them. But the team, I knew when I opened the group that I had the opportunity to pick the right people. Because sometimes in these situations, you pick who's available. People say, "Oh, I want to help. I want to help,"
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
that isn't always the best thing because sometimes personalities and you get a lot of friction, and you end
yeah,
up spending more time trying to manage people than actually trying to pursue the thing that you had started the group for in the first place. You know.
yeah. I know it's an issue because
Yeah.
in this kind of case, in this kind of what we are doing, there is no place for ego.
No,
So
no, 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 no. So
if
all
you,
of my team are all handpicked,
yeah,
and I've picked them based on observations and how I've seen them dealing with other people. So I watched people to see, not like a mad stalker, but I watched
no,
them to see when they were commenting in the group,
are you working for the CIA?
but there was like a core group of us that were involved in this like for a good longer than just the last few months.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we were the first sort of admins that were running the group. We started the group and running the group. But as it went along, we were seeing other people, and I was saying, they've got a good way about them. Like for example, Kenny that I was mentioning earlier on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kenny that likes the parks.
Yeah, he likes
He,
the bugs.
he is amazing
Yeah,
at voiceovers.
yeah,
He does
yeah,
amazing videos.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm really
And
proud of them because
yep,
they do, and you
mhm,
do an
yep.
excellent job, really.
And then there's the Look and Justice that I just said earlier on as well to subscribe
Yeah,
to. That's the YouTube channel for finding out things as well about Look. You'll find a lot of stuff over there, and Danny does amazing for that. She really
yeah,
does. And then there's the TikTok team as well.
yeah.
I've got a team that do TikTok videos, and they've just had, I think it's 22,000 likes on their,
Wow.
yeah, and it's over 2,600 followers or something like that. So I mean, it's doing well. I'm sorry if I've got the numbers wrong, but I'm trying to remember it
No,
off the
but
top of my head. And then there's Twitter as well. So
yeah,
the
yeah,
group,
yeah, yeah,
one of the things that I've enjoyed the most is looking at the way the Making a Murderer community, maybe seeing where they maybe went a bit wrong sometimes, and that was personality conflicts,
yeah,
big one, and then focusing too much in themselves, talking to themselves on YouTube, talking to themselves in groups,
yeah,
just the community all just being around each other. Whereas I thought to get this noticed, you have to be out of the group. You have to be in every social
I
media
agree.
platform.
Yeah,
So that's why we've got it on Twitter, TikTok,
yeah, yeah,
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere,
yeah, yeah,
everywhere, and YouTube. you know.
Yeah, yeah. In the idea to continue
Mhm.
talking
Yep,
until they are working, because
yep,
Luke
yep,
today is still in prison,
yes.
and
18 years later. Yeah,
18 years later, because
yep,
when Sharon told me the first time, I think it was 2 years ago,
yep,
when
yep,
you have received Dr. Sunderlin on your own channel,
yeah, yep.
you have told
About
me
a
about
year. Yeah.
the case, and I was really, he's still in jail, and he was
Mhm.
arrested for that, because I was remembering the story
Yeah, yeah. And he
uh,
won't ever
at the
admit to it.
beginning.
So he
But
won't get out of prison because
yeah,
he's got a minimum term of 20 years,
yeah,
but no maximum term. They served him with no maximum term, right? Which means he will only be released if he progresses through the prison and takes courses where he's addressing his offending behaviour. That's what they
yeah,
call it.
yeah,
So if he
yeah.
doesn't address the offending behaviour, i.e., admit to it, they won't release him. It's much like Stephen. He won't
Yeah, yeah,
admit
it's
to it.
yeah, 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 yeah. But
He won't admit to it.
he
Why?
don't do it. So
Yeah. What 32-year-old would decide to, because if the 20 years will be up, he'll be nearly 34. So I mean, what man in his 30s would decide to stay
no,
in
no
prison?
one. No one. I know, no. Yeah, it's again a case like this, and this is not the only one. There's a lot
Yeah.
of case, and that's why we are each day. We were supposing to talking about
Yeah.
another case
Yeah.
and other things, but it doesn't matter. We are here to continue
Mhm.
talking and talking,
Yep.
and because it matters, people
Yep.
matters, and
Yep.
so I will continue the interview if
Yeah,
you
sure.
if you agree.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, we've talked about your childhood. Yeah, at the school, you were happy at the school, or you were like me, hating the school?
Well, I kind of hated school
Yeah,
because I'm a
no,
bit of a free spirit and a free thinker, and that didn't always gel with um,
yeah,
formal
something. Yeah,
education, let's say. Yeah.
I see.
So, but I was very sociable. I mean, a lot of people that I've spoken to after, as through Facebook and stuff, they half of them said I was really shy, and the other half of them said I never shut up. So the half that said I was quiet were ones I knew in school. The ones that said I never shut up were the ones I knew out of
Mhm.
school. So there's
Yeah, yeah.
it tells me it must have been the school, not me.
But you have good memories uh,
Yeah,
on school.
I enjoyed the practical things at school, like the woodwork and metalwork and art and all
Yeah, yeah,
things like
yeah.
that. I always preferred things like that and
Working with your
history.
hands. Yeah,
Yep, yep, and but
yeah.
history as well. I loved history.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and but it always annoyed me because in our school it was like the history they wanted to teach us was about the World War Two,
Yeah.
and I was like, why are we not hearing about
The
Robert the Bruce
Scottish
and
story. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
William
yeah, yeah.
Wallace and all the sort of things. Why are we not hearing about that?
Yeah, it's really
You know,
important. Yeah, yeah.
because my
And
father told me about all the history stuff. We had loads of brilliant conversations about history. So that was a bit of a letdown that school weren't as you know mind expanding. Let's say on.
after that, you have started to working, or
Yeah,
yeah?
well, I was working actually while I was at school. I had a
Oh,
job while at school. After school, I used to work in a little gift shop that was attached to where people post their letters.
mhm.
You go get parcels in the post
Yeah,
office.
yeah.
Yep. And then once I left school, I started to work in the post office, so giving people their pensions and all that kind of thing.
How many years?
It was about two or three, I think it was.
Two or three.
Um, yeah, yep. But the post office got a person came in with a gun
Mhm.
into the post office and held
Really?
the post office up. but I
Really?
was on my lunch at the time,
Oh my god.
and then they thought it was an inside job, and the woman that was running the post office ended up going to prison for stealing money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah, I
So
didn't know that.
I was like, I'm out of
Yeah,
here, you
yeah,
know, I'm out of here before they try and blame me, I'm out of
yeah.
here,
So,
so
well, oh, it's time now to have the Monty Python question.
da-da-da.
Ta-da-da. So,
Oh,
Sharon, what's it your favorite color?
favorite color. I have many colors that I like, which is very difficult. But I think if I was to say my favorite color, it would be more along the aqua, teal, jade kind of route. That sort of spectrum of colors.
Yeah,
But I like red as well, and I love orange. And
yeah, but you have just one
if I
answer.
pick one favorite, Bob, my wee dog's nose, the color of his wee nose. If I had to pick a favorite, I'll pick that.
Excellent answer. Excellent. Second question. What is your favorite music style?
Whew, favorite. See, it depends what mood I'm in. So I don't have like a favorite band or that kind of thing. But I think if I was in a reasonable mood and wanted something, I would probably put like Fleetwood Mac on or something like that. But then I like
Oh,
Coldplay
nice.
and I like U2 and I like
Yeah.
Metallica and I like Nirvana. So it's I don't have a favourite style because I'm quite, you know, I like all, I like Johnny Cash, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like I
yeah.
like all things like that, so
So, okay, excellent answer.
I know
The
some of
third question. What is your quest?
my quest. Whew, my quest.
Find the honey grail. No.
To help people meet their goals, to help people to um, see the potential that I can see in them. Yep, that would be.
Yeah, it's an excellent answer. You can pass the pond.
Thank you. Oh no,
I'm invincible. It's just a scratch.
it's a flesh wound. Oh,
Okay. Now we are in your adult time,
yes.
and so you were alone for sure. You don't come. You are not married when you when you born, so you have meet your as when you have meet your
I met
husband
Neil when I was
Neil.
18. Yeah, my husband Neil. I met him when I was 18. I actually met him at a course on making furniture, carpentry course. Because, like I've said before, in school I always enjoyed the practical things,
Yeah, yeah,
and there was a course on making wooden chairs and tables and all sorts of furniture from from the wood. And he was on the same course, and it was love at first sight, as they say. So but 25 years, we'll be married this July.
yeah. It's so it's beautiful. I can say nothing more. It's absolutely beautiful. And we are talking about Neil, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Young, not
Yes. Neil
singer.
Young photos. Yeah.
No, no,
No,
no.
he's a
The
singer. He is not a
photographer.
singer. No,
The
he's
photographer.
not a good singer. For Neil.
It depends. Sometimes when he
Yeah.
drink a little bit too much, he can
Yeah,
sing
well,
well.
that's true. He has been known to sing the song "The Leader of the Pack" and also "Rawhide." he's been singing that. But the Blue Troop, the Blues Brothers version,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roy, Roy,
rolling,
Roy.
rolling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
rolling.
Rolling, 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 roll high.
Right about
Rolling, dun, 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 dun. What do I say? No, yeah, but I'm dying, but I'm dying. Oh, hi.
right, right about.
The Blue
Yeah,
Brother.
yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So he likes to sing at that version, and he loves Prince. He loves Prince.
Yeah, it's
So
different.
yeah, I know not much difference there. You know, you
Yeah,
can't
I
get
send a
me.
kiss. I send a kiss to my lover, Mr.
Yes. Oh.
Capaldi.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's
Uh,
done. It's done. um, yeah, so you were, and you still married
mhm, Yep.
after all this year with
Yep.
this
We met at
bampot.
18, married at 21. Got married at
Yeah,
21. So
it's
I was
beautiful. It's
seeing
beautiful.
whether I liked him for a few years first. I still refer to him as my first husband, you know, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
recently I don't know if I can say that anymore though. But well, technically I can. Can still
yeah,
call him my first husband.
yeah. It's true. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. When you think about this, yeah,
Mhm,
it's your first
yeah,
husband.
yeah. First husband. I say that.
Yeah.
I say I call him my first husband to keep him on his toes, you know, so that he knows that you're on shaky ground here, pal. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
first husband. I've got options.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have the option.
Yeah,
It's sure. It's sure. So, um, yeah, we will continue the interview.
yeah.
Um, I would like to ask you, what kind of movie do you like the best?
Well, my favourite film that I put on if I want to be nostalgic is Manhunter.
Oh, Manhunter.
The first,
Yeah, yeah,
yep, you know the one, um, the first Hannibal Lecter.
yeah, yeah. The first one. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I love that
Excellent,
film. I love
excellent,
that film, and I love the
excellent.
soundtrack of that as well. Um,
I'm sorry, Drew is not there. He was supposing to be there, but I'm sending
it's
a
just me and
message,
you.
but he is not available. Like I say at the beginning, we
Yep,
hope nothing happened to him, but we think it's just a mix-up
yeah, we
between
mixed up with the time maybe.
maybe, but we really hope Drew is fine and
Yeah, sure, was a.
cross finger.
Mhm.
But I don't have bad feelings. I
No.
think it's everything. It's okay. It's just a
Yeah.
mix-up, and I will uh, reschedule another interview for another time. It's not a
Yeah.
problem, and that's why I have my co-host,
Mhm.
lovely we both Sharon here to talk about her
Yeah.
because like Duru is not here today, and it was in the same time my
Yeah.
birthday and the birthday of Richard
Yeah.
Ericosi, who sadly left us
Yeah.
uh,
In August
in
1st.
August 1st.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I know. It's the first birthday.
yeah,
First birthday
yeah,
since he passed. And having the same birthday, you know,
yeah.
it makes it special, but it also makes it very hard. Much the same as my
It's
heart goes out to
it,
Diane.
it's not easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think to you, Diane, because it's not
Yeah.
easy at all. It was the day of your birthday,
Yeah.
then it happens, and today it was supposedly to be his birthday. It is his
Yeah.
birthday, but
Yeah.
I
It's
need
his
to.
birthday. His celestial birthday.
It's still, yeah, it still is. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, forever. But in the same time, like I have the
Yeah.
same date on my birthday. For me, yeah, it's a little bit,
And sore one. The
yeah,
sore.
Yeah.
But what did I say to you? How many birthdays did you have before you knew him?
Oh,
They were still your birthday. Plus, he
39.
would, he would want you to have a nice birthday.
Ah, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
The same
Ah,
as
yeah,
to
yeah.
Diane as well, because he would want that, because that's the kind of man that he
Oh, yeah,
was.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure he was, if he was an ear, he was saying, telling me or telling us,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Yep.
don't talk about me, continue
Yep.
talking about
Yep. The case and all
the
sorts of
case
stuff.
and
Yeah, it was never
conti-
about him.
yeah, no, no,
It was
no, it's
never
not.
about him.
No, 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 no. And that's why I was really not in love, because it's not the good word or the good term, but I was really passionate by him,
Mm-hmm.
because he was
Yep.
so full of passion and full of
Yeah.
love, and completely not interested by himself. He was
Yes.
not looking for fame,
No. It's the opposite of
or
egotistical.
oh yeah, absolutely.
He
And
was.
that's also why it's difficult, but
Yeah.
in the same times we will try to continue
Yeah.
to to do what we can do, because it's what he was
Yeah.
thinking to help me, Sharon. He
It's what he
was
would want us to keep doing, because
exactly,
that was
yeah,
how he liked for to see us doing well. He loved seeing new channels starting. He loved seeing people getting
yeah,
out there and doing things and talking, and just he was always wanting people to look into new cases. He was
yeah,
forever trying to get people to do that. And
yeah, yeah,
personally, I get
to
a
be
bit pissed off at
interested,
people because they weren't getting involved, and he
yeah,
would put so much into it. He would be like,
yes,
there's this,
sure,
there's that, there's this, and people would just be like, we just want to talk about making a murderer. We'll only show up for your videos if you're talking about making a murderer. And they did that in his viewing, figures. You could see if it was a making a murderer video, people would watch it. If it was not, they weren't watching it. And that hurt him a lot,
yeah,
because he
yeah,
was
I
putting
know.
in just as much passion into anything that he was doing.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
that includes the videos that he would do with me about
yeah,
Scotland.
yeah, yeah, Scotland and the
Hmm.
independence for Scotland.
Yep,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yep.
I know, he was really,
He put
and
everything into everything that he did.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He was a still the best.
Yeah, I agree.
um, and yeah, okay.
No,
We will we will continue the interview. I would like to ask you, what kind of question? Do you have question in the chat for Sharon? Because you can ask question to Sharon directly. If it's not
yeah,
too personal, I
question.
can
Oh,
show
yeah.
your.
Yeah, if
But
you get any questions. If there's anybody still there.
yeah, yeah. If you any question to Sharon, you can ask her. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Does that mean
um,
you've run out of questions?
yeah. I'm asking what I can to asking you, because I know you so well.
No,
Then
no, it feels funny to say,
it's
oh, tell me this,
yeah,
tell me
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
know,
to interview you. It's
I know.
but
There's no question.
I don't, I don't know. No, I was
Um,
thinking to ask you, why do you have start your channel, but we already know the
hmm.
answer.
Yeah. Well, we
What?
we kind of do, but it wasn't for making a murderer. Remember,
No,
that wasn't
no, no, no.
why I started mine. It was for
Oh yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
to talk about to give a voice to victims that had lost their life, and
yeah, yeah.
that
It's really
weren't really nobody knew anything about them other than how they died, and that for me is a tragedy. You know,
yeah.
in
It
a way,
is.
it's a tragedy that most people just know Eric Ozzy as well.
Yeah,
There's a tragedy in that.
yeah, yeah. Because yeah, he was not the same. He was not the same guy than you can imagine. He was not.
Yep.
Eric Cozy, the Eric Cozy. He was Richard McAdams, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
know.
just
Mhm.
put that way.
Yeah, I know. You did enjoy them. Oh, thanks, Diane.
And yeah,
I do
you
it
are.
with my heart, though. That's the thing. I think if you're going to do something because you want to get people to watch it,
Oh no,
that's
it
not the
doesn't
right
work.
reason to do it. It's not the right
No,
reason to do it.
no, no,
I did
no,
it because I wanted them to have that video. You know, that for it to be on YouTube, not just stories about how Linda Ann Healy was killed,
no.
that she was a Ted Bundy victim, because she
Yeah,
was more than that. She was a real person
yeah, yeah, yeah. She
who
was a
had hopes
person.
and dreams, and it was important for me to tell the story. And I've not been able to do
It is. It is.
so many recently, actually, but I wish someone would do it for Jodie. I wish there was a video for Jodie, but I don't feel it's appropriate for me to do it.
No,
That's
no. I
kind of
see what you mean. I see what you mean. It's yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
a easy thing to do.
yeah. Plus, no one really out with the family knows Jodie. So there's
No,
not
it's true.
any information there. That can be.
No, no.
Um,
This is the difference between and the MAM case, if
mhm,
I can call that like
yeah,
this, the MAM
yeah,
case and this case, that
yeah.
we have access to
Oh, yeah.
a lot of stuff in MAM, but for Luke, it's upon it's in Scotland, and in Scotland you don't have the right to have
No. Mm,
all the evidence or all the thing you can have access in USA, in America. I mean, this is really different. This is
yeah.
really different.
That's
In Belgium, it's the same. You can don't have access to
no. It's
any
strange that.
case.
Strange, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
very
it's strange.
strange.
Yeah, yeah, it's strange because the freedom of
Mhm,
information, it's really
yeah.
important for people.
Mhm,
So yeah, I
yeah.
don't understand either, but
For
yeah,
scrutiny, to have things to be scrutinised.
yeah,
It's like you need to be able to be transparent so that you can
yeah,
see that
yeah, yeah,
things are done properly.
yeah, yeah. Me, I'm for this way, but who I am to to
I
say
know.
something in Belgium? I'm nobody. But
So,
yeah,
so Neil, that's in the chat, is one. He's he's away for the moment. He's away for the moment, but I'm still want to call him one of my lovely moderators for the group. But he's away for the moment. He's having to take a wee bit of time away just now, but he's still in my heart. You're still in my heart, Neil. You're never getting away. That's it. So,
oh no,
even
Neil,
even when
I
you
don't know
go to
you.
California, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. And
Oh,
Cheryl as well. She's a moderator. She's an admin in the group as well. And Look Injustice is an admin as well. So we've got an amazing team. We really have. I think there's about 15 of us running the group, but we need
wow.
that because there's so many projects that are going. Twitter, like I
Yeah,
said before, there's so many
you
things that are being.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you will do
everything.
a protest
Hmm.
uh,
They
uh,
had one recently
in
in Glasgow.
September. Oh, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And that they're having another one. I think the dates to be arranged. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Maybe Cheryl will know, but I think it's still to be arranged. The date and stuff like that. But um, I'm laughing at what Neil said. He knows why I'm laughing. He's saying a funny thing with a double meaning.
I have understand, Neil. I have
Yes,
understand because you know she
I've
teach
told you.
me,
Yes,
she teach me Scottish English and
yes.
Scottish
He
phrase
knows.
and the content,
Yeah.
and so I mean then I understand.
And do you, Jerome?
I love pies.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So, oh, excellent. So yeah, I will talk just 2 minutes about the zodiac because
Mhm.
we were
Yeah.
supposing to receive Drew, and after that I will let you go, Mayumi, because I know
Yeah.
you have
Yeah. With the
stuff to
team.
do with your team,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And
So
they keep me busy.
yeah,
We do
really.
Friday nights on my channel. We've been covering. I should just say that quick. If I can say that just quickly. We've
Oh, go
been
ahead. You have the
doing
time.
a in the newspapers. In the newspapers, they've been really bad for um ever since from day one. They've been saying all these lies about Luke.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah.
basically, they came out with 10, 10 more lies in the
Oh,
newspaper and
oh yeah.
tried to make it out as if it was
He
10
was
reasons.
trial by media
Yeah,
before
yeah,
his own trial
yeah.
by the court. Yeah, yeah, I
So
know.
we've been every Friday we've been doing a little series on my channel,
Yeah.
um, which is Liquid Sunshine Crime, Sharon Sunshine, in case anybody's looking to pure plug myself there, you
There
know.
is the link in the
Yeah,
description below.
I hate
Please
doing that though.
subscribe now.
I hate
Yeah.
doing that. But it's for Luke and Jodie. So it's we've been doing that every week. We've been covering two of the points, and we've been putting the information there so we can prove, that that's fake news. I hate
Yeah.
saying that phrase, but we're showing that's not how things were.
No, no.
Because as much as we don't have access to the actual trial papers,
No, no,
we
you don't
do
have
have
access.
we do have
It's a
access
shame.
to the appeals
Yeah,
papers.
because there is an appeal, and yeah, I,
Yeah.
I
So
understand that.
certain things can be totally blown away.
And it will be the fourth episode. I have
Fourth episode
I have
tomorrow.
seen
Yes. Yep.
the third the
Yep. You've watched the first three.
the first
Yep.
three. Yeah,
Yep.
I was thinking the third three, but no, it's
Yep.
not right. The
So it's
first three.
myself, Danny, Kenny, and
And
Steph.
Steph, it
Yep.
is really excellent. It's really informative. If you don't know anything about the case, you learn, but
Yeah.
really, really, really well. Even me, we don't speak a good English with a good
You
grammar.
sure? You're good. You're getting
I,
good at You're getting good at Scottish.
I try, but yeah, that's because of you. You are a great
Yeah.
teacher. But I mean, by me, I'm not
Mm.
speaking English really well, but I try
Yep.
to do my
Yeah.
best,
You do.
and
You do.
I really understand everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't understand, there is a problem because
Yeah.
if I can understand, everyone can understand.
And we're going to
Yes,
do a version on here in French. You're going
yeah,
to do it in
yeah, yeah,
French.
yeah. It's true.
So we're
Yeah,
going to do like maybe covering the same 10 points
yeah, yeah, yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
myself
It
and
was
some
the
of the
IT.
team. I think we
Yeah,
were going
yeah,
to come on, you were saying, and we could
yeah,
say, you're going to give the people in French, and we
yeah, yeah,
could.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's why. That's what I was thinking to talk about because
Yep.
I will soon made a series of video in French because people had
Hmm.
required me to
Yeah, the
do.
Vastri. Yep, the Vastri.
So I will start with explain. I will restart. I will start with the episode one of making a murderer, episode two, episode three, etc., etc.
Yep,
And after I will go more deeper in
yep,
French
yep,
to because people ask me. So
yep.
I will try to do that as soon as possible, but not just for MM. I will do that also for Luke and
Yeah.
for the other case. I,
Hmm.
I, I would like to tell and people write to me for asking me to help them
Yeah.
for some case. So there is no problem. But I mean, I have a, I'm I'm busy
Hmm.
because this is a lot of
Yeah.
um, work
Hmm.
to do
Research
when
and
yeah,
find.
and
Yeah,
research
it's a lot.
and
Yep.
to but don't worry, I will answer you as soon as possible. I understand.
You're on it.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yep.
We stay in touch. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
I will call you back, everyone.
Je
It's a,
vais
I
téléphoner à
promise.
Jérôme. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know Jerome's been teaching me French as well, so you know.
Yeah, and it's really excellent. That means I will call Jerome
Mhm.
uh, in
And the
French.
reason why you taught me that was because I was concerned that I was going to be left on my own on one of your
Yeah, yeah,
videos,
and you also.
and that I was going to be that your signal will have gone, and I'll be
Yeah,
left here
yeah.
myself with the French audience and the Belgian audience, and I'll be like, je vais téléphoner à Jean, you know, and I'll feel like speed dial, you know, where are you?
It's excellent. It's excellent, and you say really well. It's a really nice
Thank you,
accent and
thank you.
really. But thank you very much for tonight because I was
It was
not
lovely.
I was not afraid. Then you don't come up
No,
because I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But thank you very much, and I will let you go.
yeah.
And thank you very much to have joining us tonight. And if you have done so already, please
Yeah.
subscribe. And I see you.
Bye, everybody.